Here is my response. The question says, five men played a game of chess with each of five women. So let us first count how many games were played between men and women. So what I did is I made a tree diagram. So here is the tree diagram. So the first man played with the first woman. Likewise, you can see there are five games were played between the first men and each of the five women. You can see it here. So this is the first man and each of the five women. Total five games were played here. Likewise, when I'm going to count the games between the other five with other men, and that will be like this one. So I'm going to draw, then there will be a game like tree diagram. I'm trying to draw which you can see here. There will be when the other men is coming to play, so that will be, so now this is the time when the second man is playing games with woman 1, woman 2, woman 3, and 4, and the fifth woman. So now you have the pretty good idea that each man is going to play 5 games. Like in here, 5 games, man 2 plays with each of the women, again 5 games. So I can say the 5 men will play 5 plus 5 plus the third one play another 5 games, the fourth one will play 5 games, and the fifth one play 5 games. The total is going to be 25 games played between men and women. Or simply I can say make a multiplication thing. So there are 5 men. 5 men played with each of the 5 women. So that means it is 25 games. These are the games played between men and the women. Now we have to find the games played among the women. These are the women. So how many games were played among the women? So let us figure it out. How many games were played among the women? So for that, I'm going to have another way of counting this game, and which one is going to be, you can see there are 5 women. Woman 1 is playing game with woman 5, 1 with 4, 1 with 3, 1 with 2. So there are 4 such games which is given by the blue lines. Woman number 2 is not going to play the game with woman number 1 because this blue line has already been drawn, that this game was already played. So woman number 2 is going to play the 3 other women. Likewise, woman number 3 is going to play only 2 games because all other games that lady has played. So there are 5 women. So to start with, there will be 4 games, the blue lines. Then the next one will play 3 games, the red lines. The third woman will play 2 games, the green lines. And the last woman, which is the fifth woman, will play only 1 game between fourth woman and the fifth one. And by then the fifth woman has played all the games, so you don't have to count it. So how many games played among the women is the 4 blue lines, 3 red lines, 2 green lines, and 1 brown line. So that way we can say how many games were played, and we can write it down like this. So the total number of games played between the men and the women, there were 25, and the woman you can count here, and then we will add there. So we can say we counted 4 red, 4 blue, 3 red, 2 games green, and 1 brown. That makes total 10 games. So the total games played were 25 plus 10, which is equal to 35. Now we can also make a tree diagram for the games played with the among the women, and that will also be like this. You can make a tree diagram, or you make a pentagon the way I showed you before. So the woman 1 played with this, so you can count these how many games were played. So first one will play 4 games, then 3 games, then 2 games, and 1. I find the pentagon one is a easy way to understand. So that will be the total games played, and I'm going to show you the answer here by we can slide it down. You can see all the thing, the explanation. Let me move the window a little up. Yeah, here is the explanation given. You can see the partially, you can see the pentagon, the same drawing which you saw before. So these things are being recreated, and in here the explanation I wrote here that the first one will play 4 games, blue segments. The second play already played the first woman, so there will be 3 more games with the other woman, red segment. Likewise, it is the green segment and the brown segment. This is what the explanation I wrote, so that you might be able to read the explanation. I hope you understand the question.